Hey there, this is K4A. In this video today we're going to check out SketchBook Ellipse tool. This video should be much shorter than previous one, in which we have learned the ruler tool, although very similar to it. Starting with blank canvas, white screen, zooming out with my scrolling wheel, zooming in, moving with left mouse button when my space bar is pressed, and that's it. We have blank paper on the screen, and we can turn on ellipse tool with E button on keyboard, or pressing this tool here next to the ruler which says ellipse. As you can see with previous video, with ruler, same with this one, a couple of circles around this ellipse which will help me move, rotate, scale, and delete or get out of my tool. So it's the similar approach, same approach. So if you have used other tools, you will learn new tools fast, and that's also very important and productive in these graphical illustration softwares, because that will improve your productivity a lot. So the first one which I will explain is this X button, same as with ruler. If I click it, I go out of that tool, so that X button, when I hover over it, becomes red to know that I can click it, and I use it when I want to go out of this tool, or press E again, E to go in, E to go out, same as with ruler. So click in, click out. Other than that, I can click on this circular arrow on my right in my tool, and that will make my ellipse rotate. So same as with rulers, we have some kind of X and Y for coordinates on my bottom, and also I have rotation in degrees. I go from 360 or 0, and I go below 360 if I rotate to the right, or if I rotate to the up, I go from 0 to higher numbers. So you can see 68, 70, and so on. So I can rotate this full circle or as much as I want. Other than these two information, one for my X and Y, that means the position, the center of my ellipse is on X 842 and Y 509 pixels, and rotation is 360. I also have one more information, and that is ellipse 20 degrees. That is, I think, as much as how do you say it in English, how much this ellipse is squeezed, because we will see this soon. You can change the shape of the ellipse. So that's the angle of scale of press of this ellipse, how mathematically you define the ellipse with that degree. So it's not about how rotated this is, that's where you read the rotation numbers, but how squashed or stretched ellipse is. Okay, so I am good with this rotation. The next circle would be, or this should be probably the first one, the one in the middle. When I click on it and drag it, that means hold it and do not release it, just click, hold it, and move right, left, up, and bottom, or wherever you want on your screen. And you see how, which I have explained a few seconds ago, X and Y coordinates change. Those coordinates represent the center of your ellipse on the screen. Screen is defined by two numbers, X and Y, width and height, and those are represented in pixels. That is the resolution of your canvas. So you can move this very precisely if you need, again, because for some, I don't know, engineering stuff, projecting some houses, floors, items for production, for printing, you would need maybe precise coordinates, precise rotation, and so on. Okay, so for example, I want it here. I release the button and there it is, or here or here. Next circle, the next feature is the top one with two arrows, one pointing to the up and another to the bottom. Click on it and you now will see how my ellipse becomes scaled, more like circle. We can make the full circle here, or more squashed. So it's like squash and stretch, like in animation. And you can see also, which I was again talking few minutes ago, ellipse number changes from 20, which was I think default. When I go to the up, it becomes bigger. That number now is 50, 60, and so on, and vice versa. If I go lower to the bottom, that number goes under 20. So let's see how low this can get. 9. It seems I cannot go below 9. That is the most. Okay, so you can squash it, you can rotate it, you can move it, and this circle on the left, it looks like two squares, one black and one white square. It represents how that square scales, it becomes bigger. So if I click on it and move my mouse without releasing it, my ellipse becomes bigger or smaller. And that's all to define ellipse before you draw it. When you're satisfied with how your ellipse looks, you just click anywhere on the screen like we did with the ruler, drag and move until you have full ellipse. And you continue to do that as many times as you want. And you can use this again in your illustrations for games, for drawings, for sketches, for prototypes, for concept art. You can use it, for example, to draw some kind of eggs, like I don't know, for some games with eggs. I would rotate it, move it, scale it to be smaller, squash it to be more like egg shape, 90 degrees. Yeah, and that's it. Or make, for example, some kind of character like this. And if that character needs to talk and give some advice, I can also use this circle ellipse again, this time to make a bubble, speech bubble, or how I think we say it, cloud in comics, speech bubbles, yeah, bubbles, like this. So you can use this very, very fast to prototype, to create whatever you think it's needed with elliptical shapes, like, I don't know, alien ships, stuff like that. Endless possibilities. But again, if you don't need it, don't use it. If you need it, use it. The whole idea is that it's very simple, it's very fast. That's it for this video. See you in next one. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.